and I give the floor to you. So please go ahead.
Sure, fantastic. Well, thank you very much for inviting me. My name is Raymond Tarr, and I'm a channel manager here at Primal Pictures, and I'm very happy to be taking part as a guest presenting Primal Pictures to the Congress of Clinical Pharmacologists of the Republic of Kazakhstan. Just to also say just a warm regards from London, and also to my colleague here who's with you today in at the university, Camilla from MA Group. Okay, so I'm going to begin today to talk about digital 3D anatomy and how you can use Primal Pictures to enhance clinical pharmacology, something that is really important in this field. So before I begin, I want to give you an introduction into Primal Pictures and give you a little bit of a background as to who we are and what is our mission. So our mission is really to deliver the best in-class and anatomical solutions that educate, engage, and inspire, as well as answering the need for better understanding of human anatomy to promote the advancement of health sciences. So we support lots of institutions globally from different faculties, including pharmacology, up to medicine, nursing, sports, etc. So we are proud to say that we are the leading, the most detailed and medically accurate digital anatomy resource or software in the world. And we really began our journey more than 33 years ago. Our model is built with real scan, CT, and MRI data, and cadaveric slices from the Visible Human project that took place in the early 1990s. As I mentioned, we are used in over 1,500 different institutions and libraries globally for health science courses like pharmacology, medicine, nursing, sports science, and more. We are also used in healthcare environments by medical practitioners, including the Veterans Association in the United States, the NHS in the United Kingdom, and the ERA Foundation in Sweden. We are also used by commercial organizations from big pharmaceutical companies and medtech companies who really rely on our software for medical devices, as well as educating staff and patients. So I am actually just going to jump into the platform itself. So if you just bear with me whilst I just change my screen. Primal Pictures is hosted on the domain anatomy.tv. So we are a web browser based software, which all participants have access to. Oh, just check. Something's gone wrong. Okay, let me share the screen again. Can you just, okay, my screen should be sharing. On the platform itself, as you can see, anatomy.tv, which all participants have access to. And my colleague Camilla has put the details of the trial, which is available for all participants today. The login details is in the chat. And you would simply go on to anatomy.tv, so www.anatomy.tv, which will take you to the platform, and you should use the credentials provided to you to be able to access our content. So when you come into the platform itself, it's very kind of simple. We have provided lots of different help resources to help you navigate around the site. So as you come in, you'll find this welcome page with lots of instructions as to where to find different content. You will also then have access to all of our medical education solution titles, which you can use and play around with and get a feel of what Primal Pictures has to offer to pharmacology. For the demonstration and for the training today, I'm going to do it in a way that is in relation to through the journey of what a pharmacology student would need and how they could use Primal Pictures to really get a better understanding of anatomy and pharmacology together. So I'm going to use an example, and that is that we're going to go through atherosclerosis, which is you may know, is where arteries become very narrowed, making it very difficult for blood to flow through them. So this kind of increases the risk of heart attacks and strokes. So we're going to use primal pictures to really understand a number of different things. Firstly, target identification. Secondly, patient and practitioner disease understanding. 3, pharmacokinetic. And 4, lastly, research and innovation. So starting with the first title, which is the 3D Atlas, we are going to look at targeting the anatomical structure and the location, which is essential for safe and effective drug administration and prescription. So with the coronary artery disease, it is important to understand the blood vessels that supply the heart, the coronary arteries. So using our 3D Atlas title, it enables you as the student, as the user, to really visualize all the gross anatomical structures in 3D with very unique views that you would not really see or be able to interact with in a kind of textbook environment. It's really fantastic for spatial awareness. You can rotate the model itself into different directions, but you could also use these layering tools here to really appreciate the organs and the different regions, and really to again understand how everything fits together. So all of this is within this title as well. You have a text from an array structure. Within this title, there is also, so it's all split up into the head and neck. So that's essentially, the 3D Atlas title is really useful for target identification. But then what a pharmacology student would also require is the appreciation and the understanding the function of the coronary arteries. And it's really important to identify what homeostasis looks like and when a function is not optimal. So using our anatomy and physiology title, this covers all physiology content in a systemic manner. So not only can you understand how structures itself functions, but it also how it contributes to the whole system. So this particular title is kind of built in a way that is really is really set up like a textbook, where you have all of the topics on the left-hand side. You have all of our interactive material in the middle. On the right-hand side, you have a learning objectives and a self-guided learning resources that you can follow through and tick off all of the learning objectives. So this was built in partnership with the Human Anatomy and Physiology Society in the United States. It's a fantastic title because it allows self-learning. There's lots of different resources that we have added into this. We've added images like dissection, histology images, learning activities, like quizzes, as well as cadaveric images, animations, videos. A really nice title that can learning experience. Okay, so once we now that we've kind of appreciated the function of the coronary arteries, you can then continue to really grasp pharmacokinetics within the anatomy and physiology title. It's really important to now understand how the So really understand the anatomy of absorption, distribution, metabolism, and knowledge of pharmacokinetics to understand how organs like the liver and kidneys can play a pivotal role in these processes. Some more kind of things that I want to show you in terms of this particular title is that we do have lots of interactive materials, and which is all labeled like so. So if I do that, you can find all of our materials are fully labeled and interactive, which kind of helps you better understand all of the anatomy of that particular structure. Okay, so once we've mastered the pharmacokinetic side of things, we want to then bring in that clinical aspect into it and really to understand the disease. So really to understand the coronary artery disease. And we have a fantastic title, which is built in partnership with our sister company, Data Monitor Healthcare, which is a lead case of epidemic disease reports. So they've kind of helped us build all of this content, all of this content. Now, diseases and conditions it covers all clinical anatomy, and it covers 88 different specialist areas. So when you go into the title, you'll find all of the specialities on the left-hand side. And then within each of the different specialities, you will have another database of different diseases and conditions. Now, this title is set up in a very user-friendly way where every single disease and condition has a short video, which kind of covers the cause, the symptoms, the treatments, and the kind of anatomical consequences of a particular disease and on the anatomy. So taking it back to the coronary artery disease, let me see if I can play this video whilst we go through it. Pharmacists and healthcare providers must be able to educate patients about how medication will work in their bodies. So with diseases and conditions, as I mentioned, covers 88 different diseases in short videos, which covers epidemiology, causes, symptoms, and treatments in a very kind of succinct way, which is very easy to present or replicate when you're talking to patients. So these videos are really perfect for a quick refresher and to provide you with an overview of a disease and really how to communicate complex concepts in a really understandable manner to really gain a clear understanding of the disease. Now, within this title as well, if you scroll down within each of the diseases and conditions, you will also find PDFs of patient education materials. So all of this content, as you can see, it's broken up into causes, symptoms, and treatments, and they are all PDFs, which can be shared with users, can be also embedded onto your LMS systems or virtual learning environments. They can also be printed out. We have customers in Sweden who actually uses the images, the layouts of these handouts, and translate. What they would do is translate the text into local language, which could also be replicated by yourselves too. Great. So finally, what I also wanted to show you was one of our other gross anatomy tool, which is our 3D real-time, and how this can really help in terms of research and innovation in the clinical anatomy sphere. Now, a clinical pharmacologist has to dedicate a lot of time in their research, and being able to make a research stand out can be quite time consuming, but our 3D real-time product can give you that wow factor to really bolster your presentations and teachings. So with this particular title, it is like a model that you would find in a laboratory where you can actually really create your bespoke anatomy model. You can rotate it in 360, you can zoom in, and so you can focus on a particular region or the whole body if you wanted to. And we do have a list of different structures which you can add. You can add different organs or different systems like ligaments and whatnot into the model itself. But this tool is really valuable because it allows you to really gain spatial awareness in a different way to what you've seen with the 3D Atlas title. So with this particular software, what you can do is look at different structures of the human anatomy, use these tools that you could see at the bottom of the screen, and really create some really unique views to better get spatial awareness of these different parts of the human anatomy. So with the context button, it will provide you with a very simplified view of where the kidney is, which kind of makes it level with what you're familiar with in the textbook. And now it allows you, however, it allows you to interact with it in a 3D manner. The next tool that I wanted to show you is the inspect button, which allows you to look at the structure in isolation and to give you an appreciation of what a structure looks like without the noise of other structures in the way. You can also use the examine button to put the model into X-ray mode to really, again, appreciate where the structures are and how does it interact with other systems. And then finally, we can also ghost different structures. This is really useful to see what's inside, perhaps, and its relation to different vascular anatomy. Now, we can also hide structures as well. So if you wanted to create some very unique views, and perhaps what you wanted to do was look inside the kidney, we can peel back different structures and remove them. So for example, if I was to remove this rib here, I'm able to do so to build some really unique views. Okay, so before I wrap up, I just wanted to also say, in terms of research and innovation, this is something that we, as a company, Primal Pictures, are constantly doing. We are constantly innovating and leading the way for advances in anatomy and physiology education. And one of the things that we also have built in very recently is Primal Virtual Reality. So if you do have access to any Oculus Quest 2s, you'll be able to access Primal Virtual Reality, which is a rendition of our 3D real-time title, which allows you to explore and immerse yourself into a virtual anatomy experience, which is something that we've had such good feedback from both our corporate and our academic clients. So just to wrap up, I just wanted to end this session with just to say, as healthcare students, professionals, and educators, everyone who's participating in this Congress, we have a responsibility to prioritize the continuous acquisition and application of anatomical knowledge, and Primal Pictures makes this so much easier. And by doing so, we not only enhance our ability to provide the best care to our patients, but also to contribute to the advancement of clinical pharmacology as a whole. I just want to also remind you that we've granted all participants access to Primal Pictures Anatomy.tv during this conference, which is available in the chat box. And I also want to say a big thank you to Mrs. Smagulova for inviting us to participate in this Congress and for you all for your attention. And may our commitment to synergy between anatomy and pharmacology continue to drive innovation and improve the lives of patients. So just to polish my Kazakh, Rahmet and Spasibo, and thank you very much. And I hope you have a successful Congress.
Thank you so much, Raymond, for your interesting presentation. So we are gathered here in a big room. Probably you will be able to see the guys. So we're having a big screen here. Actually, thank you so much. Do you guys have any questions? No, it's fine. Yes. So, could you please remind me, Raymond, if this password is working just today?
This will work today and tomorrow.
Today and tomorrow. So guys, you have an opportunity to have it within 2 days, just to technically try it and understand the value of the product.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. So if there are no questions left, we say a big, huge thank you to Raymond, who has shown us the platform primal pictures. Those were anatomy 3D atlases. So yes, thank you, Raymond. Let's keep in touch. I guess if colleagues of the students will have any questions, we'll gladly answer and pass the information to you. Okay.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye-bye. Большое
Bye-bye.
спасибо всем участникам сегодняшнего мастер-класса, сегодняшнего тренинга в рамках 3-го Конгресса фармакологов за то, что были с нами. Мы очень рады тому, что вы познакомились с продуктом, и мы желаем вам хорошего дня. Спасибо и всего доброго. До свидания.